most memorable thing. I think the most memorable thing to me, honestly, thus far, is just seeing, having my mother and father, you know, share. I had my first headliner, my very first headliner. So I've been working my ass off the last few years. Opening up. Paying. Doing different shows, and just trying to get my name. On a bigger platform. And I recently had my first headliner. I having both my parents there, sharing that moment with me, and that moment just being so amazing the way it was. I think that was just the best, like hands down, like thus far right now, the best moment I've had in my career. Cause that's really who I do it for. It's my parents, my mother and my father.
That's fire that you say that, because I've been listening and I realize your parents are heavily involved into your career and they're heavily supportive of your career, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I love hearing stuff like that. Though. So your parents are listening to your music. Even when you're not around as well too, they're bumping and supporting you regularly.
Absolutely.
That's fire, yo.
Yeah,
to me, that's how you make fucking good music.
Yes, sir.
When you have people like your parents that can listen to it and be like, "That's my boy."
Yes, sir.
Shout out to your parents.
That's my boy.
Just for being so supportive of you, like that's a dope thing. Like
Real shit,
a lot of
yo.
parents, especially parents that come from other countries, look at certain things like, "Yo, that's a waste of time."
100%.
And for them to be supportive of you and support the fact that you have a dream and you want to do this shit for real, that's dope.
Were they supported in the beginning, or did it take time for them to see the dream?
I think they were always supportive and with whatever I was doing. Like I said, both of them made music themselves,
Okay.
So I think just
yeah.
them seeing the what it takes to get to a certain level, and them not being able to get to certain points that maybe they were trying to get to, left a sense of them being scared to let me kind of like
Reach that type of failure.
reach that type of failure. Exactly that exactly right there.
They was trying to protect you from it.
And so I think there was definitely a sense of protection in the beginning, which I definitely understand, them being parents and them going through it, that they want the best for their child. And so they were always, trying to kind of guide me and steer me more towards the school and college route. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't something that like I in my heart, wanted to do.
Music was your calling.
Music is just something that I knew that I want to put my energy and my full focus and my full my full drive into. And so that's exactly what I did. But now today they definitely they're 100% on board with everything, and I think I needed them, kind of I needed them to be how they were in the beginning, kind of maybe like pushing it more to the side for me to go harder.
See if you actually wanted it for yourself.
Absolutely.
Because if you could overcome that obstacle of your parents,
100%.
then there's not many obstacles that's gonna sway you from that shit.
100%.
It doesn't really matter after that.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if my parents are supporting me, what else really matters, to be honest with you?
Exactly.
Because the people who matters are giving me the approval.
Exactly, 100%, 100%. And I feel like like that goes with that goes for anybody and with whatever they doing, like anything they doing, like this, not everybody gonna support you 100%. You feel me? Like people always want to see you do good. Of course, people are gonna like the closest people to you. I'm saying like not just people, but the closest people to you. They're gonna want to see you do good. You feel me? They have the best interest for you. You feel me? You feel me? But sometimes they might not just see the vision that you see at the time.
Because they have their own vision for you.
Because they have their own vision, and that's okay. That's okay. You feel me? But you got to use that as your own motivation. You feel me? The only person saying that you can't do something is you. You feel me? So like as long as you can see the vision, make it happen and make everybody else see the vision. You feel me? That's what you gotta do. You gotta create that reality.
Prove them right.
You feel me? That's all you gotta do. You feel me? It's like at the end of the day they have your best interest. So show them that this is my best interest. And then you feel me?
They follow through and they follow suit after that.
Exactly.
I love shit like that, because to have your parents supportive of the things that you do, and then again, just have your family and your loved ones supportive of the things that you do, it brings a different type of freedom.
100%.
It just makes you be like, okay, it basically puts you. I don't have nothing to lose type of thing.
Exactly.
Like I can give my all at this point. I got
Facts.
nothing to look over my shoulder because the people who I need to look over for are right there holding me going forward.
And
Yeah.
I know they got my back.
And I'm glad you said that because a lot of people like will mistake people that be like worried about them in a different way as not supportive, and they take it as like not love. Like, you know what I mean? They just love you, but they're worried about you. A lot of the times, like parents and loved ones be worried about you. So they're like, oh, I don't know if you should do that. Like, oh, I don't think you should be involved in, you know what I mean? I think you should just go to school or something like that. And just save
Especially the
yourself.
island parents.
Exactly.
Island parents love because they're scared.
Exactly, they scared.
That's all they know. You feel me? A lot.
And that's
a
why
lot
they
of
come
island
here.
parents, that's all they know.
That's why
And
I
they think
said
that's the
that.
only thing that's going to be a guaranteed good opportunity.
Success.
Exactly.
But that's why I said
Exactly.
that. It's shout out to your parents for that, because that's a thing. If somebody can support your dreams for real, like, and it's not the traditional route, that's love right there.
100%.